Hello stars! Thanks for coming to Stuff Room. I'm Natalie and I'll be reading the tarot today. So we're going to do a preview spread of the Marvel film Endgame. Like many others, I am a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the preview tarot spread is all about getting spoilers before something comes out because I am too impatient to wait for a film or a book or a TV series. So I've chosen Endgame because of course it's coming out soon, and I'm not going to wait to see it at the cinema because we tend to wait a few weeks and I want to know what happens. So without further ado, in today's spread I'll be using the Mystical Manga card. Beautiful cards. And the first one up, which kind of explains the plot of Endgame, is Judgment. We all kind of know what to expect. This is what the Avengers are set out to do. This is kind of their calling, which is what Judgment card is all about. It is going to be a lot about, rising from the graves, which was pretty obvious from what happened before. And really, really powerful messages. I'm getting a lot of, people coming out of their shells. We're going to see a lot more of some certain characters, and we're going to see some kind of unfortunately some god level moves of which should probably be impossible, but they're going to go a bit crazy with the effects. But we all kind of know what to expect with the plot of Endgame. It's kind of obvious. They're going to attack Thanos in some way and try and get everybody back and blah 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 blah. We're not there for the plot, we're there for, seeing the characters do their thing. The second card in the preview tarot spread is who's going to be the star of the show, and that is the Seven of Swords. I'm getting much of a Black Widow feeling from this, so I think she's going to kind of really come out and do something that we love. You see, she's going to do something sneaky. The Seven of Swords card is kind of thievery, which I'm going to say is stealing our hearts. Not only Black Widow, but I think there's a character yet to be seen that no one's going to really expect. Not a secret character, but just someone that hasn't really had their story told up until now. They're really going to surprise us, come out of nowhere, and that's going to be the one that people are going to be talking about. The conflict of the show will be Queen of Coins. Seems it's a coins card and a court at that. I am heavily thinking that this is going to be something about Tony. The conflict around him, well, we already know that he's safe because from the trailer he's, marching with everyone. So that's already a spoiler that Marvel has given us. If it's the Queen, maybe Pepper does something. We haven't really seen her story. Perhaps she has a bit of power of her own, but maybe not. I'm not getting much feminine energy from this card. I'm not actually getting people energy from this court card, which is quite interesting. I'm thinking the conflict is more going to be around power, about who's going to be the one leading, who's going to be the one to take the stand, I think it's going to be, because they're all such powerful characters, a bit of squabbling over who leads the team and who is the best suited for it. Which I think is pretty obvious from what we've seen in Civil War and other films like that. So the resolution of Endgame is going to be the devil. The typical meaning for this would be Thanos wins. I don't think that's right. I think that Thanos will fall, because Marvel is a sucker for happy endings in all their films. But I don't think it will be without sacrifice. I think what the Devil card is saying for the resolution is that the Devil card normally stands for bondage and things being tied up, so I think the characters are going to have to kind of be stuck to something. They're going to have to be part of something that they don't particularly want to be. Be tied down, be the one that holds him down for eternity. Something about just not being free. Freedom is not going to be the answer to this. But it's going to be a bit of a dark ending. I don't think we should expect smiles all round. And for the final cards of the tarot preview spread, these are the kind of critiques of the film and what the fans react. I've actually pulled 2 cards for this. It's because I felt there's going to be 2 divisions in the fandom for Endgame. There's going to be the people that are happy and the people that are not happy. So I've pulled, for the people that are happy, it's Page of Cups. And for the people that are not happy, it's Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords could be a pain in the back because we're all going to be sat for 3 hours completely still, and that is definitely going to give us a pain in your back. So remember to take a cushion or a comfy coat to sit on or something to soften those cinema seats. Page of Cups. The good things about this film and what people will love about it is it kind of opens up characters that you haven't seen yet. It's going to give a lot more depth to things. It's going to give potential for new storylines and be quite exciting, and just all that lovely things that Marvel has drawn everybody into and why we all love it. It's all going to be there. You know, Endgame won't disappoint on that front. What's not going to be so much fun is I think everyone's going to be a bit too even. There's not going to be any kind of hierarchy, and people are just going to squabble and go for it. There's not going to be as much teamwork, which I know is quite a big critique of the Marvel universe. It's everyone's always kind of solo journeying. They don't really work as a team very well. I don't think we're going to get the completion. Tens normally mean completion, and I think that's going to be lacking in Endgame. But with Page of Cups there, I know that we're going to love it anyway. Good old Page of Cups. So that's the end of my tarot preview for Marvel Endgame. Interested to hear what you think's going to happen, and excited for the film to come out. So thanks for tuning in. Cheers!